Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 33 of Controllers and Coffee. I am Elliot Porter, and I am joined, as always, by the wonderful, the one and only Kat Gerritsen. What is happening?
That's me, baby. That's me.
So excited.
Yeah, I freaking love to record. Obviously we didn't record last week because I was sick as a dog. I'm still a little sick, but I'm on the up and up. It's my holiday now. Time to play Vidge again. So, I mean...
Hell yeah.
What more to life?
Good times. And it's not COVID, everybody, just so you know.
No, it's not. I did get a test. You know what, though?
Oh, yeah, did you?
A few. Yeah, I've had a few.
Oh, you poor thing. You have, haven't you? Fuck.
Yeah. This one was by far the nicest one I've ever had. Like, it felt like the person went halfway as far up my nose as everybody else has ever gone. So,
oh, God.
It was nice. It was nice. I went with my dad. My dad had to get one too, so we went together. It was cute.
Maybe they're just getting better at it, and they're like...
Maybe.
Yes.
They had half as many testing stations, though, which was stupid. It took us so long to get in because I left home at 8:45. I got my test at 11:45.
Oh, Jesus. What?
And then my dad got his results the next morning. I didn't get mine for hours after, even though we got tested at the same time. And I felt so sick. I was like, this is it. I've got it. I was like,
oh, no.
They haven't sent me my results because I've got it. But all is well. It just took me a while to recover. Harsh. I spent a few days on the couch.
Yeah, fair. Look, sometimes you just gotta. I spent a few days on the couch and I haven't been sick, so... I've also been on holidays and it's been great. I have one day left, and then I'm back into the world of, work and life. But it's been pretty good, and I've been playing a lot of a game that we will talk about very, very soon.
I'm really excited to hear.
I'm really excited to talk about it because we haven't even spoken about this game at all. But we'll get to that because I do want to talk about a couple of games you played, or at least one of the games you played first, because I'm really excited about that. Before we get kicked off, thanks for anyone who's watching, and thanks for anyone who's watching after the fact as well. If you don't know, there he is. If you don't know, we are Controllers and Coffee podcast. We're on youtube.com/Direckt Gaming and also anchor.fm/Controllers and Coffee. And the one and only Laz, thank you so much for joining us. The world has missed us. You're so sweet, my man. Thank you for dealing with a week without us. But now we've got even more to talk about. There's actually stuff that's not even in the run sheet that I'm just going to chuck in there so I don't forget to, if we do have time, mention it.
Okay. I'm a bit pink, so I'm going to see if I can turn up my light.
So thanks for dealing with us, anyone such as Laz there, who didn't have us for a week there. And thanks for anyone for checking out my latest video, which is doing well for one of mine. So
congratulations.
Cheers, everybody.
As all of your videos should be doing.
You're very sweet. Thanks. I love that. So let's talk about Monster Hunter Stories 2.
Yes, let's. Oh, my God. So, Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin. Here, look, I love Monster Hunter. I got a big ass fucking Monster Hunter World book on my shelf right there.
Ooh,
so
nice.
This really fat one. It's
an art book.
It is. I love Monster Hunter. But every time I see Monster Hunter shit, I'm like, I don't want to, no, I don't want to play that game. Like Monster Hunter Rise, keep it away from me. I don't want to play that game. It doesn't look very good. Like the last one I played was World, which is fantastic. And the only other one that I've played before that was Monster Hunter 3 Try, as it's written.
Oh, yeah, on the Wii?
Copy. So stupid. Yeah, on the Wii. I
played that for about 2 hours and it was a bit overwhelmed. I didn't play much.
Yeah, I loved it as a kid. Oh, I sucked. I could never beat... I still don't know how to say this monster's name, like the Lagiacrus or Lagiacrus. I have no idea. Couldn't beat it, but I loved it. Anyways, I saw Monster Hunter Stories 2 at E3, as we did, and I was like, meh, passed over. I do not observe that. That can go maybe one day.
Observe.
I did not see that. And then I was scrolling on Twitter, just minding my own business, and I see someone playing the demo, and they're like, look at these eggs that I just got. Let's go hatch them. And I was like, you what? you what? You get an eggy? And so I went and downloaded it, and I played it while I was sick. I played it straight the whole way through. I spent 5.5 hours in that demo. It was huge. Like,
that's a big demo.
Yeah, right? You do basically, there's more locations on the island, so you will come back to it, but it seems like the story's broken into island sections, and you do the first island. So the whole start of the game is what you do, and then it carries over. The demo progress saves and carries over when you purchase the main game.
Capcom have been doing that a bit lately. It's good.
Yeah, it is really good. However, the demo is only available on Switch.
Yes. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, it does have frame performance issues, which bother me, but I don't want to replay it to buy it on PC, so I'll just buy it on Switch. It's also cheaper on Switch, which is so unlikely.
Yeah, that's rare. That is rare.
What? But it's so good. And I was so surprised at how long it was and how good it was. Monster Hunter Stories demo was really good, says Shred, and I agree 100%. It was fantastic. The character creator, amazing. I spent a ton of time in that.
Yeah. So the character creator is in the demo, full fat character creator.
Yeah, and
man, that's a way to get you into the game.
I know, and from playing it a bit, I noticed that you can buy extra haircuts and stuff from other vendors, so you can edit your appearance whenever you want. But my girl, she's got like, I tried to make her kind of like me. So she's got light green shaved sides with a bright dark green fringe, which is actually like a sick mohawk that then goes into a ponytail with two like braids on the side. It was the only thing with the fringe, but she looks so sick. And I gave her a little fang, very cute, and the grumpiest eyes around. It was so good though, and just running around, and I was like unlimited egg farming. I mean, it is limited, but like I've had a great time just running around, just picking up tons of eggs. Like you pick it up and they're like, this one's light and not very stinky. Are you sure this is the egg you want to keep? Do you want a heavy stinky egg? It's so good.
Okay.
I had such a good time. So
what is the difference between Monster Hunter Stories and Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter Rise? Like, is it stories because it's like little self-contained things, or did you play the first one?
No, I haven't played the first one, which is probably why I completely also passed off the second one. I was like, forget about that. But Monster Hunter World is like, you are a character as a part of a exploratory force that are going to get rid of the monsters because they're jeopardizing the environment. So you go out on individual missions and you fight the monsters, and that's always in the same couple of areas. I think there's 3 or so. I didn't play the Iceborne stuff. And then you progress the story that way. And it's like you played in Monster Hunter 3 Try, you know, you're a dude running around. I can't help it. It's ingrained in my mind.
It's what it's called.
Big ass sword or whatever you're doing, just whacking and wailing on shit. And Monster Hunter Rise, as far as I know, is the same, but on Switch. And also you have like a town to protect, so there is a wave system as well that you can play. Okay. And the main thing I've seen of it is the wave system, so I'm not actually sure how the rest of the missions go. But in Stories, the feel of the town that you're in is very, very similar, of the community you're within. You know, there's a guild master and someone who sells shit, your merchant man, you got your blacksmith, all that sort of garbage. You still have the palicos running around, and they'll still deliver you back to town if you pass out or if you need a fast travel or whatever. But the gameplay is like turn-based combat. And your eggs are kind of like Pokemon in that, like, it's a like a creature that you take with you. You can take, I think 6, but you can only take 5 in the demo because I think 1 is like a locked to a specific one or something like that.
That is
anyway,
not what I thought.
Yeah, and then but you don't control them. You only control you. Your monster fights for itself, and it has like, a personality. So it's more likely to do this sort of attack or this sort of attack, like a speed or a power or a technical attack. And you can do combo moves if you match their attack in the right moment, that sort of thing. And you can also ride it if you get enough of like a friendship meter, which I can't remember what it's called, but they're called monsties.
Really?
Yeah, they're called monsties. I was like, what? Why did you just keep calling them monsters? Why are you calling them monsties? And you've got like, you are a part of a island community that likes the monsters, and you're all riders.
Right, yeah.
And you've invited basically like the army to your island. I don't know what they're called, but they're like knights, and they normally fight the monsters. And so like the start of the story is that they've attacked the guardian Rathalos of the island and made it fly off, and now there's like cataclysmic events going on, and all the monsters are going crazy. The sky went red, all this sort of shit, and apparently it's happening to other islands too, so you got to go out and help. Because you have the little Ratha's baby egg. You got a little baby.
And so,
which you get at the end of the demo.
So you got 5 monsties with you. Is only one of them out at any one time, or all 5?
But you can switch them.
Yeah,
switch them whenever. Most of the demo, at least the way I played it, I had a companion as well. So this other rider from the island, and she had her monstie as well, but I didn't control anything that they did. So you just control yourself, and everyone else in the party does their own thing.
And is it co-op? Like, can you play it co-op?
You can do co-op. There's co-op missions. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's still like all the weapons and stuff, because you have to have a weapon. So you've got like pierce, bludgeoning, or slashing, because they'll have, like, the monsters will have weaknesses to that, as well as technical or speed or power moves, sort of thing. So, but it's not too much going on, sort of thing, because no matter which weapon type you have, if you have a slashing or a bashing, or I can't remember words anymore. Like,
slashing, no matter which bashing, one or stabbing.
Yeah, exactly. No matter which one you have, all of them, once you've got it equipped, you just choose power, technical, or speed. So you don't have to. And then there are special attacks that you can do as well, but you've got your 3 base attacks that you can just do and earn yourself your friendship meter with your monstie, so that you can then ride it, so that you can then do special moves. Like,
nice. Yeah.
So there's like a lot of layers to it, but it's very easy to grasp when you start playing it, but very different to the other Monster Hunters that I've played.
Yeah.
You know? So, and I didn't know it was going to be egg collecty though.
Yeah. Yeah, World seems like it's like really like a high barrier to entry, maybe. I don't know. That's from like that really outside looking in. And I know Steve in the chat is a big fan. Hence the comment.
I'm here for the Monster Hunter talk. That does make sense.
Seems like it's a lot to
I agree,
kind of get into Monster Hunter.
Yeah, there's a lot of like weapons and armor and like building upon that. Like, you upgrade it so that you can then like once you upgrade it, allows you to upgrade into this other tree. But if you go into that tree, then you can't go into this tree to upgrade over here. And like there's big upgrade trees. But also a lot of people compare the combat to Dark Souls, right or wrong, because I don't think it's very similar at all. But I get what they're saying in that there is that like skill barrier, because there's no way to necessarily level yourself up apart from that gear, which you need to get by being good enough to kill things.
Right.
So that, like, the entry level is high, and you can't really lower it because you can't like level yourself up and get more strength.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't like
so you can't
grind
lower
just
the
to get stronger.
Yeah. So I get why people compare them, but I don't think
Yeah, and like in this, do you have to track your hunts as well? Like I know again, this
A
is
little
just
bit.
from the outside in, but like yeah, in World you like have to kind of track the animal
Not
and
like that
then
at all.
okay,
No. So more like they're like, oh, you need to go to like this guy's den, and you have to
right, okay,
like find them and go through all these other monsters and do all this other shit until you get to their den, and then you got to fight them. Sometimes they're just sleeping and you just fucking roll up and steal their eggs. Fucking idiots. Take care of your babies. They're mine now.
that's so mean.
I want to hatch them eggies. I love it. I love it. And like they have different patterns on them so you can tell what they are, kind of like if you memorize that shit. Very
Crazy.
very cool.
Very cool. That's actually tempting. I don't have my Switch at the moment,
It comes out on the
it's not gonna
9th.
happen. But yeah,
So
and
I'm
so in a few days' time,
I'm
I
gonna
think
fucking play
we're
the shit out of that.
gonna have to talk more about that for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, so you're gonna buy it on the Switch day one now for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I loved it. I was having
Yeah.
such a good
Sick.
time. I played it like just 5.5 hours straight. I was like, forget everything else in my life. Like, I don't need anything else. This is amazing.
Nice.
And I just something about like the world that they always create with Monster Hunter, like the community, even though like they're all NPCs. Like it's not a community in the traditional sense of gaming, but the community that they create within the NPCs it just feels so homely. Like I'm like, this is my home. Like
That's awesome.
I'm gonna go and put an outfit on my fucking friend. I'm gonna go sleep in my room and put bugs in here. Like I don't know, just something about it. I just love. Like I love it so much.
Mad.
I love it.
Sick. Well, that's great to hear. I can't wait to talk more about it next week on the podcast or on this new show that we're going to start this week, but we've just not done it yet. So everybody stay tuned for that. All right. Let's talk about Scarlet Nexus.
Yes,
I'm so excited to talk about this game. So
please,
I think I'm about 16 hours in now. So I've like put a fair bit.
How many chapters is that?
I'm up to chapter 8.
Yes,
phase 8 actually, and they're like
chapter
it's really
8, phase 8.
Well, it's called phase 8. It's not called chapter 8. It's called phase 8.
That's a cat chef. Cat chef.
Yes,
I actually didn't see Cat Chef, but I love Cat Chef. I love that part of Monster Hunter. I love it.
This is just like over my head. I don't fucking know it.
A little cat fucking makes you food. You go
right.
Chop your food. Cat Chef. It's self-explanatory. I don't know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Anyways,
so Scarlet Nexus. Scarlet Nexus is one of the most weird games I've ever played. Like the story is batshit insane. It is so anime that is just like sometimes I just sit there shaking my head like, shut up and get on with it. But I'm loving it. I think it's fantastic. So essentially, bit of backstory to it. There's these weird creatures which I still don't even know what they are and like how they got to Earth or like how they
aliens.
Well, no, they're not aliens.
I love a good alien.
They're like human legs on a pot plant and stuff like that. They're really, really strange.
What are they called?
They're called Others. Real creative name. But if you just Google what some of them look like, you're going to be like, oh my God, incredible design. Like
they look really cool.
The enemy designs are absolutely wild. It's a really cool game though. So at the start, you get to choose between Kasane and Yuito. And I'm playing as Kasane because always go the girl.
Always go for the femme.
Always. But it's not, you don't choose one or the other and then you just play the same story. They're like concurrent stories happening at the same time, and you do a lot of crossover between each other. Like you, at the start of the game, you meet and then you spend a few missions together and then you kind of go off on different teams. But there's a lot of like times where you meet, there's times that you fight each other. even though you're kind of on the same team. It's really quite weird. But yeah, I'm like hooked on my storyline. But now I'm like, I want to go play as Yuito because I want to see everything from their side, because there's a point in this story where you kind of go a different path from each other, like from one city to another, and they go to a different city. So it's very cool. It's very clever how they've done it. And you have all right, so the combat is friggin' sick. So you're talking about like combo moves and stuff before, and it got me like just hyped for this. I just want to play this game more. You have party members with you, so you only control Kasane or Yuito, but you have up to 4 party members with you at any one time, and you can like borrow their powers. So you are what's called psionics, I think, and you all have different powers. So Yuito and Kasane are both psychokinetic, so they can throw objects, and move stuff with their mind and stuff like that. But then there's like a guy who does electricity, a guy that does fire, a character she does duplication. So you essentially split into 2 and you are like doing double damage, but when you throw stuff at people, you throw 2 of them, and yeah, that's really fun. And then there's like slow motion, invisibility, something else. My team is the 4, like, electricity, invisibility, slow motion, and duplication. And yeah, like, so in the middle of the fight, you like hold the right bumper and press A, B, X, or Y, and it borrows their powers. And I've got a perk where I can do 2 of them at any one time, and I can get another perk later on where I can do all 4 of them at the same time. So you can have like all 4 of these things going off, and you can like throw all your objects, and it's super, super fun combat. And then as you like in between the phases of the story, you go back to your hideout. And
yes, this is the only part of the game I've seen is someone as the dude in the hideout talking to some girl, and like I saw him talking to heaps of people and doing like the like character building missions and getting pop for their house. That's all I saw.
Yeah, like they're called Bond episodes. And you either like, you know, talk to someone who's in your party in the household that you're in, or someone will message you and you respond to them, and it starts a Bond episode, and you go and meet them like at a cafe or something like that. And that builds your relationships. And the ones that are in your party, as your bond gets stronger with them, they get more abilities in combat. But also, finally, because I'm like, I love customization in RPGs, and like they're calling this an action RPG, but it is absolutely a stylish action game. Like it's got a bit of that RPG-ness, I guess, with the bonding stuff, but like it's so a stylish action game. It's like all about the combat.
I thought it looked like that.
Yeah, like it's got a really deep story, but we'll get to that. But yeah, as your bonds begin to grow with your party members, they get new abilities, and they get like they now call out when I'm attacking an unguarded enemy. They'll call out, and you press Y and B at the same time, and that party member will come and do like a massive attack for you. It's so cool. And like they're like hectic attacks, and you can continue using psychokinesis while it's happening, and it's just wild. But when you get to like Team Bond 3, which I only found out this last night, they'll finally get new outfits.
Oh hell yeah, new outfits!
I mean, it goes from like black and red to white, but it's still pretty cool. And I'm like pushing so hard to get their bond up to level 4 so I can get different outfits again. Because it's the whole game, I'm like, I just want more outfits. I like their outfits, they're cool, but I want more because it's so satisfying. Also, on the outfits thing, you can buy like little trinkets and stuff to wear, like sunglasses, or like you can put a tail on them, or like just these weird little
like
trinkets. Yeah. It's so funny. So I've got the dude, Shiden. He's got like a pair of like laser sunnies going on, and like this massive like thing on his arm, and he's got a feather tail. So
beautiful.
But
Gorgeous.
the combat is definitely the highlight of the game.
Yeah.
The story is good, but it is super, 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 super weird. You're like, it's not clear why these others are even there.
They look cool.
They do look cool. They are really clever designs, and they're like so gross. Some of them are just hideous.
No, they look beautiful. I really like this.
I don't know.
This big guy on all fours, and he's got like a Y-shaped head with a hole in the middle. I don't know if you've seen this man, but man, he looks.
Does it have a name?
No, I just searched Scarlet Nexus others, and it's the third picture.
Oh.
He looks amazing.
Oh yeah. What is that thing? I don't even know.
It looks amazing. That looks gorgeous.
Some of them are really incredible. Like they're like inanimate objects with human features, and it's really creepy. But yeah, the story is absolutely out there. One thing I don't know if I just don't like it because it feels weird is the cutscenes. Like it goes to a cutscene and then it's like freeze frame shots and it's like talking anime heads.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
it's
really
weird.
Interesting. Yeah,
I don't know if that's a design choice or a budgetary limitation because there are some cutscenes, like but I mean,
I
it's
remember
fine.
seeing that in a little bit that I've seen, and I was interested by it as well because every time that I saw it, it seemed to be preceded by a really short cutscene, and then it would just go into that instead.
Exactly right. Yeah, it's like the cutscene starts, and then it will like cut to like the freeze
just
frame
a conversation face to face. Yeah.
But I mean, it's fine. But it's like it's got that. The one thing that kind of frustrates me about it, it's got that anime issue where they kind of like there's so much exposition, and they kind of explain the same thing like 4 times.
Yeah, I hate that.
Oh, we should do this, and then maybe we should do this. And they're like, do you think we should do this? And it's like, come on. Thankfully, though, the characters are like really interesting. Like Kasane is a total bitch. It's hilarious. Like she's like really dry, but it's funny that she's actually developing as a character as the game goes on. They kind of Shiden kind of calls her out in her bullshit, and he's like, "You got to stop doing this. You're so selfish." Like has a full go at her, and it's really like there is this clever like character building.
Nice,
especially amongst your main team. It's still got some issues I find around like the exposition thing, but the characters like are really quite interesting. They're all quite different. A lot of them are like, you know, Shiden is your typical anime like I don't know if bad boy is the right term or just like
typical bad boy.
He's just like always angry all the time, and he's like, whenever he's like starts to be nice, he's like, "Shut up! I'm not doing that." It's like,
oh yeah,
come on,
Baka. Hilarious.
Steve in the chat just saying, "I'm on the fence with this game. I want to grab it, but also want to wait for a sale because I'm playing other things." Look, it's pretty good, Steve, but I think it'll be on sale like eventually. So there's probably a million other things you can play in the meantime, but it is worth a play. I'm playing it on Series X. Yep. And it runs great. It looks great. It's like not a, you know, incredibly taxing art style. But what's funny about it is like when you get further away from like when there's buildings and stuff in the distance, it kind of like has that Sable art style.
Oh yeah.
It's like, and then as things come closer, they become fully realized. It's like doesn't like pop in.
Yeah.
It's like, it's really hard to explain, but it looks like Sable in the distance.
And then it pops in and gives you all the detail.
And it looks like really detailed. It also the level design isn't incredible, and you do like go to a few places a few times, and if you want to like collect certain what's the word, like when you kill enemies you get certain items from them, and to exchange for some of the gifts to get your bond up, I need to like farm some of them, and you're kind of just running through the same areas again, but the combat is that fun, I think, that
you don't mind.
Like I really enjoy doing it. Like there was a part of the game where there were just like heaps of cutscenes, and I was like, can I please get back to the combat? Because like I'm enjoying the story. And I just got up to this bit where like shit is just getting out of hand now, like big twists and turns, and it's like, what? I'm not even going to mention it because it's huge spoilers, but it's like, what the fuck is happening?
How far through do you think you are?
Well, I was looking at how long to beat, and it says it's about 22 to 25 hours, I think. And I think that's for one story.
Yeah.
I think that's like, and that's like main story. And I think that's just for Kasane or Yuito's side. So I really, I mean, I'm tempted.
Are there side quests
when I finish it. Yeah, but they're nothing quests. They're like, can you find this for me? And you like got to
find me a piece of bread.
Yeah, kill a bunch of enemies in this certain area. I think it's a way to get you to farm for more items and stuff.
Yeah.
But it is, it's really fun. It's really weird. It's super anime. And the music, I'm just looking at my notes. The music is fucking great. And it's not on the level of Persona 5, but like it's got some of those vibes. Persona 5 soundtrack is like, it's the top tier.
I'll
has
listen
got
to
some
that
vibes
on the daily, like.
yeah. There's this one track where you go to the cafe where you always have like your Bond episodes called Masubi's. And the song there is so good that I like vague out from what they're talking about, and I'm just listening to the music. I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably be paying attention.
Yeah. You know, I also, it's something I forgot to tell you that I wanted to talk about this week. Your mention of soundtrack reminded me. I didn't get to play, but I watched 4 hours because I was way too sick. I watched 4 hours of Final Fantasy Origin demo.
Oh,
fucking chaos. The soundtrack is so fucking good. Like that, I was like, I'm happy to watch this for 4 hours because I just want to listen to the soundtrack over and over again.
Wow,
like the fight soundtrack, like it was so good. But as a whole, it looked amazing. It looked so good. I'm excited to play that game now. After I watched that trailer, I was like, fuck that shit. I don't want to see this shit ever. Like, I don't want to look at Final Fantasy Origin. What a letdown. But now, after watching the gameplay, completely turned around. It looks fantastic. I cannot wait for that game to exist.
Is it? Well, firstly, you should download the demo. Or did you watch the whole demo? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why. Otherwise, I would have played it. But I was just way too sick. I was like, I'm well enough. Oh, it's over.
Oh, fuck, spewing. Is it Souls-like?
It is. So it's by the same developers that made Nioh. Yeah, so it's Nioh-like, really. But same. Yeah, this is. I am no longer Cat. This is chaos before you.
Don't tell bloody Stranger of Paradise or whatever his name is.
Yeah, but no, it looked really good. The gear, the weapons, like the class systems, all of it looked fantastic. It annoys me, like the main character's name is like Jared or something. So fucking lame as shit. Like, it's just a regular person's name, and then you've got his friend Jazz, and I'm like, why would you?
Is he the annoying sidekick one?
I think so. The one with the blonde hair.
Not the pink. Not the.
Oh yeah, the pink one. Yeah, actually, yeah. I guess it's pink. Yeah, right. Like the lightning cross prompto.
Yes.
And then you got like the edgy fuck over in the corner. Like,
there's a character in Scarlet Nexus. He's like he's like Major General, like top ranking OSF dude, and his name's Karen, but it's spelled Karen.
Karen! I saw that! Fucking, I was like, Karen! What the shit is that?
No,
Karen,
there's
that's
another
bullshit.
massive guy, and his name's Gemma, but it's Gemma.
Gemma! Yeah!
Oh,
Come on, Gemma,
what?
get in the back.
So good, but
no,
he's great. But yeah.
It looked really good. I
Mm.
don't know if there will be, but boy, would I love, because it's by like it's a Souls-like in a way. I'd love if there was a character creator and I didn't have to play as fucking boring asshole. Like, what a fucking
why?
cookie cutter straight male that they created. Boring.
He's like a
Give me something cool.
buff, boring dude. Like I just don't
he's
get
got a
that.
fucking like a almost shaved head, like a really short buzz. Like, get out of here. I want to play someone cool, but whatever. Like, the gameplay looked great. Like, playing as the mages and like upgrading from a lancer to a dragoon. Like, I want to be a dragoon. Like, so. Well,
I was thinking that I was thinking the other day. Yeah, that was a terrible. Square Enix are bad at trailers. We could do a whole episode about that. Peace out, Steve. Thanks for dropping by, man. Have a great day.
Peace.
Enjoy. I was thinking the other day about like how cool it is that Scarlet Nexus is 2 stories, right? And
yeah,
like not many games do that. It's either like you can choose male or female, like say Mass Effect or Dragon Age or something, but you're playing the same story.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking like there's so few games that like
actually split the story.
Split stories, but then there's like there haven't even been that many games recently where like it's a fully voiced RPG where you can choose male or female and they have both like characters voiced. Like, you know, Final Fantasy 7 is, you know, they're all set characters. Final Fantasy 15, they're all set characters. Dragon Age Inquisition is like the last one I can think of, but like it's like there's less effort being put into the like the voicing of these characters, and like I'm so glad that Scarlet Nexus, even though it is a bit weird, it's like cool that they've kind of gone so diverse, like diverged paths for these 2 stories. Yeah,
there was something I honestly can't remember, but I was thinking the same thing the other day when I don't know if I was watching or if I was trying like a game, and the female character had full lines and like was speaking everything. And normally when you go through like a character creator like that, you don't get that sort of stuff. So
yeah,
I agree.
And that's like that is why Mass Effect is so good, because it did that before so many games, and it like did it better than so many games and every game that came after it. Like, and it's fully voiced by really good voice actors as well. I don't know why so few companies seem to do that now. It's like they don't get enough from it. Fallout 4 was voiced, but it wasn't very good. I don't know.
You know what game has those diverging stories? Fucking Three Houses. Oh my god.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
That's so much.
True. And that's like
that's a main other one I
like
can think
one
of
those games where you kind of have to play like multiple run-throughs to see the whole game. Because I'm going to assume if I now go back and play Yuito, like there won't be any skipping anything. It'll be like you're starting from scratch.
Yeah.
And I'll be able to see the story from a different side, because they're pretty different. Like there are those times when you meet and you fight, but like they'd be doing completely different shit to what we're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds amazing.
It's really good. I highly recommend it. You know, if you've got a million games to play, maybe wait for a sale, but it is very fun. The combat, like I'm just like itching to go back and play more because it's super fun. And I really want to see where the story goes, because it is so weird. And I just want to know, I want to know what's going on.
I want to know.
I want to know.
I want to hear more of what Karen has to say.
Oh, my man Karen.
My man Karen. And Gemma. Hilarious.
Gemma. And when you use his powers, you're like, give it to me, Gemma. It's like, excuse me.
Pardon, ma'am. Sir.
Oh, shit. Would you like to talk about Coromon?
I would love to. I played it last night. I played on stream. I played like just under 4 hours. And I think
That's a
there's
good
probably,
session.
I think there's probably another few hours to go. I really got to level up my dude some more so that I can finish like the mission that they sent me on.
Is this a demo or full game?
It is a demo. It is a demo. And like when you get in, you start your morning, wake up in your bed, your mum comes and wakes you up and she's like, get ready, it's your first day at Lux Solus. You've been dreaming about this all your life. Make sure you look good. And you get to do a character creator. How amazing.
Oh,
That's what I
nice.
need from Pokemon. How fucking dare they have not done a character creator in all this time. So my hair is like a fucking flower, like a sprout. It's very cute. I've got goggles on my head. So I'm very stylish.
Nice. Gotta love
And you
that
get
old goggles look.
Yeah. But other than that, like you get on your train, you go to a Lux Solus like campus headquarters, and they set up how Pokemon works in this world, you know? Like they give you a battle gauntlet. Fucking sick. And that's where you summon your Coromon from. And instead of Pokeballs, you have spinners. And you throw fucking spinners at kids and shit like that. Like, not at kids, sorry, at animals. And then, like, you go around the campus
spinners at kids.
Yeah.
Are they all kids playing? Like, playing? Are they all kids fighting?
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone is the same size. And like I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I'm talking to professors and shit, and they've like put me on their workforce team to help them capture some Titan essences. So there's 6, and going off to get the first one is what you want to do. So first you make your way to the second town, which has shit all amenities. Someone dropped off a lot of Swarmies at the farm, and now the Swarmies have all evolved and they've turned into buzzies or something. Buzz somethings, and you gotta go fucking kill them all. They're like, can you go and kill the 6 buzz dudes that have like gotten out? They're going into people's houses. Like they're not even like, can you like catch them? They're just like, go and fucking
kill them.
Go and kill them while your fucking gauntlet's been working on, because they're putting like a push module in it so that you can push logs and shit. And then this guy's like, my delivery didn't come. Go find my delivery. Like classic, right? But there's a bunch more side quests than you would ever find in Pokemon. And like you get hats and outfits that you can wear. So I had to get a lab coat to go into the lab. I beat this dude at his Coromon quiz by brute forcing all the answers until I got a book hat. They have difficulty settings. So you can play on easy, normal, hard, and then there's like a challenge mode. Like people play this for Pokemon sometimes where you can only catch 1 Pokemon per area and you have to use that Pokemon. And you can do that in Coromon. Like they can just enforce that upon you, which is very cool. Not for me. I played on normal and caught some sweet ass Coromon. And I got a shark as my starter. What was his name?
Oh, yeah. Oh my God, that shark is the cutest.
Yeah, it's so cute. I was like, I don't care.
I love that.
Because they make you do like this aptitude test to see like which one you should start with. And I was fucking like, nah, I want this thing. Something Nibblegar.
Nibblegar.
Yeah, and I renamed mine Nibblegarth. So it's the only one with a name. Nibblegarth. Fucking love that little boy. I got myself. Oh, they have
so
you know how you have like shiny Pokemons?
Yes.
You have potent Coromon and perfect Coromon. So I found a potent one yesterday, a potent little fucking snake boy. So caught me a potent bitch. Oh, actually, one of the main differences that is really cool between the two is that they have 2 XP bars that you level up. And the first one, so the first one is their main level and just gives them auto stat boosts. And the second one gives you 3 points that you can assign to their stats wherever you want. Very cool. And so for like all of the Coromon also have like a special stat. So one of them has a stat or I guess a passive effect where if it goes second, it's double as likely to get a critical hit. So when you get to like your level up, you don't want to put any into speed because you want to make sure he's going second all the time. Really, really cool. And they have ones that are like, oh, if you get hit by electricity, it charges you up and your next attack does double damage. Like, random stuff like that.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
Really cool. And you can switch those. Not purposefully as far as I've found, but you can like go to a dude and he'll like experiment on your dude and change it around a bit. And another dude can like up your Coromon stats to make them like a more potent Coromon, so that when they level up, they'll get better bonuses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So really, really cool. And I think like it's so similar to Pokemon, but it does like just those little extra things. Like that's what Pokemon needs. Like Pokemon is so stale to me. Temtem was fantastic, and this Coromon I think is going to be fantastic as well.
Because it's such a good foundation, and like
it's weird that no one else has really like used it up until now, and now we've got a couple like Temtem and Coromon and that sort of thing. I'm really glad. Yeah,
and like this one's like, as far as I can remember, this is like full on like old school Pokemon, isn't it? Like top down, moving around, like looks heaps like the original kind of Pokemons. Yeah.
Absolutely. And you know what? It's just as fucking annoying when I walk in the grass and then fucking Coromon everywhere. I have this stink module in my gauntlet that just makes a little fart so that the Coromon stay away. And I also gave my main Coromon a stink tablet to keep all the Coromon away because they're so smelly. And still, they're coming left and right. Like, fuck off. And there's a mini game. You can play Squirmy Rush on the computers. Inside Coromon, which is like like a
wow.
It's like a rock coming along the bottom, and you go, like the rock's coming, you're gonna jump it.
That's funny as.
Love it.
That's sick. Nice one. Is egg collecting in Coromon confirmed?
I haven't found any eggs. I haven't seen any eggs at all. I saw a farm that someone left their their Coromon at, because that's where all the Squirmies got turned into Buzzies and something. Yeah,
right.
That's where they left the Tens. So that's where all the Squirmies got left into Buzzies, but I didn't have the option of leaving anything there at that point. Also, the devs put themselves in the game. They're like, hello, welcome to the game. If you have any feedback, please let us know.
That's awesome.
They like guide you on your path. But it's really cool. I'm really enjoying it, and they've like just for some reason this is really sticking out to me. I was walking over a puddle and my reflection was in the puddle. Lovely. Like,
that's so good.
And you get coupons when you go to the shop. You can use coupons to save yourself some money. I found a coupon in someone's cupboard and I took it.
Video games teaching me to take shit everywhere I find it. That's awesome. Very nice.
Every bin.
That's a huge demo too, if it's that long.
Yeah, Sam is the only other person that I've seen play the demo. He spent 9 hours on it. I spent just under 4, and I've still got more to go. So
that's a long ass demo. That's sick.
Yeah. I freaking thought that Monster Hunter Stories 2 was a long demo. It was 5.5 hours for me, and I spent a long time just running around doing nothing.
Yeah. That's awesome. Getting eggs. You and your bloody eggs.
I love eggs.
Did you want to quickly talk about Persian Knights?
Yeah.
Persian Knights, Sands of Wonders.
Sands of Wonders. So when I was sick as a dog, I had already done and finished the Monster Hunter Stories 2 demo. And I was like, I was so sick, but there was nothing to watch. I was like, what can I do? What can I play? Went through the Steam store for so long. I bought this game for $2.05 or something. Called Persian Knights, Sands of Wonders. It's from 2017, and it's kind of like a what's that game? Fuck, what is that game? It's like a point and click kind of. What's that really old
yeah.
that they remade?
Monkey Island.
No, that's not the one I was thinking of, but yes, you're right. Like what is it?
Oh, Oh my
Same.
god, it's like all LucasArts games, and I can't think of a single one of them right now. Oh, it's cool art.
Yeah, very cool art. Apparently, there's more of them as well. I just like that was just the one that I found, and I was like, hell yeah, I'll play this.
That guy is straight up Prince of Persia.
I know. It's so funny.
It's the biggest copyright ever.
Yeah, exactly. And like the game itself, incredibly easy.
Oh, really?
I could not turn off hints, and it was pissing me off because every time, because I was slow, because I was so sick, and every time I was like trying to mouse over something, it would start glowing, and I'm like, I know, I'm going there. I know, I gotta touch the rock with the hole in it.
God,
Okay.
this is like, are these like, is this like vaporware, but actually real?
Yeah, but you know what? Like it was kind of shit, but it was actually really kind of good. Like I can't lie. Like
That's so good.
I had a great time playing that. Like apart from that bit where I got really annoyed by all of the freaking hints popping up when I didn't.
It doesn't even have any reviews on Metacritic. It's got 3 reviews for Xbox One and nothing for anything else.
Well, here's my review. Wait, what are the reviews for Xbox One?
80 from Xbox Addict, 70 from True Achievements, and 50 from the Xbox Hub.
50. Oof.
It's got no user score. You should put a user review. You'd be the only PC review.
I'm like kind of shit, but also kind of good. No, it was really like
shit.
It was short, and really easy because like that like. Oh, what the fuck is the game that I'm thinking of? My god, it's really pissing me off.
It's a funny one?
No, I'm thinking about like the old one that they remade recently. It's in my fucking Steam library and I can't even see it. I'm trying to look through it. My brain, it's not working. What if I just write point and click adventure, point and click puzzle?
Oh man, that's bringing back so many memories. Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. It's like the best fucking point and click game ever.
Oh god, like
oh
Myst.
My God.
It's kind of like Myst. It's incredibly like Myst. And the one I'm thinking of is like the same era, but it's none of these. Anyways, you know, in those games like Myst and thing, like the puzzles are like convoluted and they're big.
Yeah.
Like you have to go sometimes like many areas forward and then you've got to come back many areas and be like, oh shit, this is for that random fucking hole in the wall that I needed to put a stick in 7 hours ago, right? So like it's
Broken Sword?
No, look, I'll remember
Day
once
of the
we're done.
Tentacle?
Day of the Tentacle? No, but I want to play that.
Broken Sword is the very
Grimrock is in my head, but it's not Grimrock because that's the one where you fucking are on a square and you turn and like it's not a different type of game completely. Anyways, in those games, normally like you go forward however many screens, you have puzzles that are tons of screens back or rooms, and it takes you a long time to put these things together or to solve these things. But in this, they break everything up into 3 rooms. And then once you complete that 3 room section, you move on to another 3 rooms. Some of them might be more than 3 rooms. They might be 5 rooms or something. But, you know, they're very contained areas. So it makes it way easier to do them. And there's heaps of clues everywhere. Like the puzzles are not hard in any way at all.
Yeah, right.
So, you know, it was perfect for me at that time. Someone who had very little brain, incredibly ill. I was like, I am so smart. Fucking, Shadowgate is what I was thinking of all this time. Took me that long. Fucking Shadowgate. That old one, and then they re-released it. What? No wonder.
I'm just looking through these, and some of these look so cool. Also, Thimbleweed Park just came out a few years ago, and that's meant to be really good. Beneath a Steel Sky is the one I thought you were talking about, but no.
Shadowgate came out in 1987.
Wow. What?
Anyways, these people, apparently there's a heap, because I bought it on Nintendo Switch. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting to me. I looked it up and I saw someone talking about how, the people creating the game have created like a good run of these little things, like they're easy, but they're fun. So I gave it a go. And you know what? It was all right.
It was okay.
It was so all right. You got to make potions sometimes. Like, they're like, oh, make a potion to heal this guy. And they're like, you got to collect water and stuff. So that was like a lot of what happened in those rooms. Like every time you went to a section, there was often like a potion you had to make, whether that be actually a health potion or just like fucking you needed to make cement. And so like you're just like gathering ingredients. Potion. And then you got to like put them in you got to like build the potion in the right order and like cook it on the thing and whisk it up and all that shit. But it was also super short. Anyways.
Was it worth the $2.05?
It was so worth $2.05. So if anyone's looking for something to play because they're a little bit unwell and they want to feel like their brain is massive, Persian Nights Sand of Wonders is the way to go. I played it on normal, but I reckon you could play it on hard and you'd get through it no problem.
Yeah, what would even be harder about it if it's a puzzle game?
It was like hints do not refresh. And something else, and I don't remember. Honestly, I think it would have had absolutely no consequence. It probably would have made it better because those little fucking sparkly lights where you were supposed to click wouldn't have showed up, and I would have felt been less annoyed because it was pissing me off. But you can get it on your iPad too, and your phone.
Yeah, I just noticed that it's on Android and
it's
iOS.
Like literally everywhere. Oh shit! Persian Nights 2, The Moonlight Veil, boy!
Oh, day one.
There's a number 2. Oh my god, it came out last year. Well, hot shit. God. But yeah, they have, what's this? We got Scarlet Mysteries, Cursed Child, Tiny Tales, Heart of the Forest, Ghost Files, The Face of Guilt. Like, there's just a ton. But, that was an adventure. That was an adventure for me.
Point and click adventure.
Yeah, a point and click adventure with a fucking Steam controller. I mean, Switch controller.
Well, we're nearing on an hour here. So let's talk about, speaking of an adventure, your favorite game from last year.
Yes. Ghost of Tsushima.
It's getting some new stuff.
Hell yeah. I'm excited.
And I want to hear how excited you are about this.
I'm so excited.
What do you know about this?
I know that it's got the PS5 upgrades. I couldn't give a shit. All I care about is that there's an Icky Island expansion, and I want to play that. Like, the game was so good. I never went back and played the multiplayer, but maybe this will inspire me to do that because I platinum that game in 5 days. It was so fucking good. Like, it is probably one of my favorite games ever. Like, it is almost perfect. I cannot think really of anything. Actually, there's only one thing that I can think of that's a flaw to me, and that's that I like the first area so much that I don't want to go to the other areas. The first area is so beautiful. It's so gorgeous. And as you progress the story, you go into more war-torn areas, so it's less gorgeous. But, that's not really a complaint, That's just the story. It is so good. That game is nearly perfect to me. Like, I'm so excited for Icky Island expansion as well because it looks beautiful. It looks gorgeous, like that first area again. I'm so excited.
Just looking at a photo.
I don't know how much it costs.
So this is what... I think it's $20. Yeah, but wait. This is what I don't get, and I haven't really looked into it enough. If it's the Icky Island expansion as well as the upgrade to the director's cut, why are people complaining? It's like you're paying for an expansion. Isn't that normal?
Right, that's what I was thinking. Like, it's also, I think, I don't know. I think there's a way that you can upgrade to the PS5 version without buying the expansion. I think you can just get the upgrade to PS5.
Does that
version.
cost?
And it does, I think. Like, I saw people saying it costs like $10 or something. I don't know. That's probably like American. And that's for like the like, I think they said they changed the controls, like for the triggers and stuff like that. So you've got
oh yeah, DualSense.
That 2-tier trigger, as well as like upscaling or whatever they did, and 4K 60 FPS. I think they've got all that other stuff for $10. And like, to me, that doesn't sound that bad. Like,
so do you want to hear a rundown? I've got the Verge article here. So see, this is why I think the name Director's Cut is dumb. When
you can't buy the upgrade alone. You need to buy the DLC, which is $30 with the upgrade. Still don't mind.
Yeah, so you can pre-order an upgrade to the Director's Cut for PS4 for $20. This upgrade will come out on August 20th. If you bought the Director's Cut on PS4, you'll be able to upgrade at any time to the PS5 version for $10, or you can buy the whole thing for $30 for PS5. So
okay, so because I own it on PS4, I can buy an upgrade for $30.
Yeah, but you can buy the upgrade alone by the looks of things, Chipmunk.
Yeah, if you buy the DLC for PS4 before you buy the upgrade to PS5.
Oh, yeah, that's dumb. Wait, no, yeah, you're right. You can't just upgrade to the PS5 version?
No.
But isn't the PS5 version... Isn't there already enhancements for the PS5 version for Ghost of Tsushima anyway? Like, that already exist? Like 60 frames a second or whatever? Also, like, I don't know. That's weird. I mean, I just wish it was less confusing, to be honest.
Yeah.
But this is why they should just keep calling them fucking Game of the Year editions instead of Director's Cut. But it's because it's like they're launching it on its own. But it's $70 on the PS5. It's like, come on, man. Like, what?
Yeah.
I just don't understand that, because usually when a Game of the Year edition thing comes out, it's actually cheaper. Like when The Witcher Game of the Year edition came out, it was like cheaper than the actual game.
Yeah, this says like Ghost of Tsushima has a patch for PS5. It's not a new version, but the patch allows 4K 60 FPS. So the new stuff that must be going into the PS5 version would be those things like the trigger changes and all that sort of stuff as well.
They should make it less confusing, but I also get that they're releasing
and lip sync.
DLC.
I forgot they do have Japanese lip sync.
Lip sync, yeah, that's cool.
That's cool. I don't mind.
I mean, that kind of, I don't know.
I don't really mind the $10 for the PS5 upgrade. I know a lot of places are doing it. Well, not a lot of places, but a lot of studios and games have a free upgrade. But for, I don't know, I think for smaller studios, and not necessarily that they are really a small studio.
They are not even close.
Yeah, but right, like, but I think in those cases, I think it would be especially more acceptable.
But I guess, like, so if you have a disc
on
PS5,
what those changes are like.
Yeah. If you have a disc PS5 like yourself, you could go to EB Games and probably pick up Ghost of Tsushima for like $30, right?
Yeah.
Pre-owned, probably less. No, probably $30, maybe 35. Then you just pay the extra
$30.
Well, I suppose it's $30 USD anyway, which is like,
oh yeah, it's US dollars.
$50.
That's a lot of money.
So yeah, so you're still going to be paying like $80 for the upgrade.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. It's so too confusing.
Yeah,
And
I don't
like,
know why they've got the tiers sections. A large argument that I saw from this is they're like, if Ghost of Tsushima can do it, then EA will start selling their games $70 for the 30 FPS version and $90 for the 60 FPS version. I don't think that really translates at all to this situation. Like,
no.
that's fucking dumb. That's
Like,
a stupid
and
argument.
look, I like the games that Sony makes, but they're the one that's behind even fucking EA at the moment when it comes to delivering next gen games. Like, there's no reason PlayStation don't have a thing like smart delivery. It's so stupid.
It's
like,
so stupid.
It's like they make so much fucking money. They're also the platform holder, so every game that gets sold on their platform still gets them some money. And the fact that they aren't implementing something like smart delivery is just like absolutely ridiculous. Or at least like not make it so like frustrating for people to like download.
Stupid. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the whole Final Fantasy thing. It's like to get your Final Fantasy save, it's like this whole dick around to like download your cloud save while like you have to install Final Fantasy 7 Remake, download your save like to that game, and then install Integrate, which is the upgrade version, and then load your save game onto that. So you have to have them both installed on your console at the same time. And it's like, what?
Yeah, huge
like,
as well.
That is so stupid. And
also, like, I have the 7 Remake from PlayStation Plus. I don't think that I can upgrade it.
No.
Like, they're like, nah, you're going to buy the whole fucking thing. Piss off.
And this is what...
Piss off. I'm playing for PlayStation Plus!
Chipmunk saying, did you guys see the Plague Tale tweet for the next gen patch? I did actually, and they're like, they're saying, what does it say? If you played Plague Tale Innocence and are about to dive back into your save game on next gen, PS4 to PS5, make sure you download the latest patch on PS4 before starting on PS5 to get your cloud save. Xbox One to Series, automatic cross progression. It's like
amazing,
so easy.
PlayStation are being so dumb with a lot of these things. Like,
it's so stupid. Like, they
also, I don't see why
the back end.
And
Plague Tale is free on PS5. No, it's free on PS Plus, but the upgrade to the next gen version isn't included on that version of the game or something like that.
No.
Like, and that is so ridiculous that they're like, I find that so infuriating. Yeah, and that game's on fucking Game Pass. Exactly. Yeah. And the sequel's coming to Game Pass on day one, and it's a next gen only game. Like,
fuck off, PlayStation. I don't need that. Like,
so
I love my PlayStation. It plays so good. Like, I love using it. But why are they being shit? Also, like, back to the Ghost of Tsushima thing. Just like, don't break it into tiers. Like, why do that? Like, why? I get that maybe some people, if they buy the PS4 upgrade, they don't have a PS5. They might feel like it's like they're paying for something that they're not using or something like that. But by breaking it up, it just makes it so much worse. Just put it at 25 instead. Then, if you want to
charge for the DLC, but just upgrade all your PS5 players for free.
Yeah,
with smart,
because they're going to get the DLC with the smart delivery. Not really. Yeah. They're not really smart delivery.
And Chipmunk, again, you're so right. Everyone called smart delivery dumb PR, but it's like, it's one of the best things.
It's so smart.
On Xbox is the ability to just load my game on anywhere where I've got my console, like anywhere I've got my account. I can go onto a PC, download Forza, and just sign in and load my fucking save. Or Halo, or like the friggin' Master Chief Collection, which has gotten like 5 years of support for like a $50 game, and it's still being supported. Like, it makes life so easy for players to just pick up and play wherever they want to play. And that's Microsoft's whole thing. It's like, They want you to just be able to load up on your phone
And
where
you're ready
you
to go.
were yesterday on your console, and then get home and play on your PC or whatever. Yeah, it's such a pain in the
I
ass.
just don't know why Sony are being poos.
Big
Like
dicks.
they've got so many console sales right now. Like
Yeah,
so
I
much
know.
demand. Like they're like in a way, you could say that they're leading, right? Because they've got so many more
Absolutely.
consoles out there right now.
Crushing
like,
sales. Yeah.
Definitely not in fucking services, bro. Like,
No.
fucking buckle up, you turds. You could be absolutely crushing, but right now, you just look like a bit of a silly willy.
But it's like
You're doing
it's
so
like-
much good.
it's like Nintendo, right? Like,
Oh my god,
we always
Nintendo.
say how
Nintendo's
frustrating
the worst.
their decisions are, but they're selling Switches like it's going out of fashion.
These damn
They are
Japanese
trying to be
companies,
Nintendo.
what are they trying to do?
It's like they know that they don't have to like go that extra mile. Like the people are
do
going to
it.
buy the shit anyway.
It's
But
true, but like, why would you
know.
not want to? Like,
I don't. That's what I don't get at all. Because it's just so fucking annoying.
it's that fucking Bezos mentality. How dare they? Fucking keep that money and don't spend it on shit.
It's so annoying. Like Nintendo, I don't even want to get started on Nintendo. It's so annoying.
Can you? Oh, no. Nintendo, fuck off. When you break your console and you want to move your stuff onto a new console.
Oh my god.
No.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean no?
Yeah, if you have a Switch
Fuck off.
Lite, which they made to not be able to connect to the internet unless you were in Wi-Fi, which is fair enough. It's a handheld, doesn't need a friggin' SIM card in it. But it's like, oh no, make sure the one that's at your home is your secondary console, because otherwise you can't play your games on that one, because you have to make your Switch Lite your main console so it doesn't check if you're on the internet. It's like, why is that a thing? You made a fucking like a portable device which can't connect to the internet all the time because it's made that way. Like, require that to share the games with your home console, which is going to always be connected to the internet. That is such a bad setup. That is such a poor design. It's like,
Big
nah,
dummy.
you can't transfer your saves either. You spend 100 hours in Pokemon and then you lost
That's
your
a
Switch.
shame.
Too bad.
Looks
Remember
like
when you lost your
catching them
Game
all
Boy
again.
cartridges? Well, same shit.
Same shit, dickhead. Good luck.
Oh
you
my
just get to enjoy our game again. What's the problem?
Yeah, you're going to do it in 20 years' time anyway when we re-release it for the same price as we released it 20 years ago with no upgrades. You'll buy it again, you fucking scumbag.
Oh my god, so silly.
Oh my
so
God.
silly.
Oh, fucking hell. Chipmunk, they are for Sony. They're using Azure, so
Yeah.
Oh,
need to do
Nintendo
more.
never will. Nintendo don't even know what the fucking internet is over there.
No,
Miyamoto's like, what are you
You
talking
need to be
about?
connected to it, but I don't know what it is.
It's that
But
World
please
Wide
connect.
Web.
I want everybody to be connected across the World Wide Web.
Oh God.
We need
so
to
ridiculous.
reconnect.
Well,
Bridges, some shit.
oh my God, Death Stranding.
It's all in as one.
Bridges. Sam Porter Bridges. All right, Kat. I think we're going to have to leave these other news bits out unless there's anything else you want to add before we start the wrap up.
No, I'm good.
Sick
I was
as.
trying to think. Nothing.
What's coming up on twitch.tv/CapCat this week?
This week. Well, I would like to maybe finish the Coromon demo sometime this week, but also we're going to pop into some Destiny tomorrow.
Oh, new content?
Yeah, some new content coming through, some like shiny, glowy type of outfit mod thing that I want to get, and most importantly, there's a ghost shell that's like sitting in a shark blow up pool type of fucking thing.
Like, is this my calling? Do I need to play Destiny?
Yeah. And there's like one that's in like a clam and all this shit. Like some really cool ghost shell ornaments coming up. So I'd like to jump into that and have a bit of a play around. But Coromon is also on the agenda. And then, as always, More Souls Sunday at the end of the week. We've had a really good time. We've had a long time fan and follower of the channel of twitch.tv/CapCat. And we found their signs a few times. They're coming around to help us. So we're picking them up. So if you also want to come on in and, play around a little bit, we make it easy to join. So definitely, if that's your bag. It's Dark Souls 2 though, so don't fucking come in here talking no shit.
You don't.
Yeah, fucking, I know you won't be joining. Can't like fucking good vibes only. God.
Jeez, Laz.
But yeah, we're gonna have a good time. Good time.
Yes, sick. How much longer have you got in that game?
Dude, so much, because we went into the first DLC and we killed 2 of the bosses, but not the third harder one. We've got 2 more DLCs to go, and we haven't even finished the main game. We've got a ton left of the main game to go as well. So there's a lot going on. Nice. Ages left to go.
Sick. Welcome, Yeti. Thanks for joining us. We are wrapping up, but make sure you catch the pod
Yeti.
Afterwards. And thanks for coming along. Anyway, I know you're probably on the other side of the world. Most of our viewers are in the US, so we appreciate you dropping in.
We love it.
That's sick. I'm very excited for you.
Thank you.
What's coming up?
And then obviously Monster Hunter Stories 2 when I fucking buy that.
Which comes out in what? 3 days?
Yeah, like on Thursday or something. So yeah. So because I'm on holidays, I can do a lot more streaming. So.
Oh hell yeah. Well, make sure everybody go check out twitch.tv/CapCat. For some good vibes, positive vibes only. It's good times, good games.
Hell yeah.
Lots of games too. You play so many games.
Dude, I try. I love video games. I also bought like a bunch of art books this week. They're on their way. I'm so excited. Like video game art books, obviously. Like,
very cool.
I love video games.
Lost is from the UK. That's great. Well, thanks for joining us. And thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. And everybody watching the VOD, listening to the audio version over at what's the website again? Anchor.fm/controllers and coffee, or just search controllers and coffee on your favorite podcast platform. And hey, while you're here, everybody, I'd love for you to go onto Apple Podcasts, go onto your favorite podcast platform and leave us a 5-star review and leave us a little
10
comment because
out of 10.
Oh my God. Yes. If it's out of 10, don't give us 5 because that's shit.
That's dog shit. Don't you dare give us a half a review. Give us a 100% review. I don't. You little fucking dirty scumbag.
I don't know who Patches is.
He's the backstabbing bitch. That's you, Laz.
See, Laz talks shit about Dark Souls, and then he knows everything about Dark Souls 2. You know, that he's talking shit about.
If he
10 out of 100. Please don't give us 10 out of 100.
10!
Just give us 100%. Okay?
100%. God.
GTA 6 is confirmed. I don't think GTA 6 is ever coming out. I think they're just gonna milk that
coming
GTA
out on the
5.
PS6.
Yeah, PS60, more like it.
GTA 6 on the PS66. So altogether, it's the devil's number.
And it's just a remake of Doom. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. Yeah, go give us a 100% review. None of this 10 out of 100 trash. And subscribe to Direckt Gaming. Follow Kat on Twitter at CapCatty. Follow me on Twitter at Direckt Gaming. And we'll see you all again soon. Thanks, everybody in the chat. Have a great night. Have a great day. Peace out.
See ya.